Hey guys, it's Lucky here, and now that we're a little over halfway through 2022, let's recap the absolute best of the best games released this year so far. There were a lot of games that entered 2022 with a lot of hype, but which ones are actually worth playing? If you missed any of these, you've got to check them out because players have been loving them. Also, what was your favorite game so far this year? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, let's begin. I'm gonna go in the order the games were released. So, first up is going to be God of War. Originally released as a PlayStation exclusive in 2018, but makes the list because it came to PC on January 14th, 2022. The God of War franchise has always been top-notch, but this most recent entry has taken the franchise to another level. God of War is a reboot of the original franchise that replaces Greek mythology with Norse mythology. It's also much more of an open-world game now. God of War is gorgeous and has much deeper RPG elements than its predecessors, allowing you to find and upgrade armor and weapons. It also has puzzles that remind me a lot of Zelda's Breath of the Wild. Beyond that, it tells its story better than almost any other game I've ever played. All of the dialogue is voice acted and motion captured in stunning quality by an incredible cast. Kratos now has a son and as a result is a much deeper and more conflicted character. He's no longer simply a man seeking revenge against the gods, but instead a man trying to teach his son to be better than he was. Don't mistake that change for weakness though, as he will do anything he has to protect both himself and his son.
No ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
So I'm a man now. Like you?
No. We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
Your trip through the game feels like a single camera take, as there are no load screens to be seen anywhere in the game. And also, by the way, this is also the highest rated game on Steam when compared to every other game that has over 50,000 reviews this year. I seriously can't overstate it enough. This game was universally considered a masterpiece, and the follow-up is scheduled to release November 9th this year. Don't miss out on this experience, it's one of the best out there. Next up, Dying Light 2 Stay Human, released February 4th of 2022. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is an open-world action, role-playing survival horror game that takes place during a zombie apocalypse. About 22 years has passed since Dying Light 1, and now the game features some incredible ways to travel through this new open world, such as grapple hooks and gliders. During the first game, they were able to find the cure for the virus, but apparently during the 22 years that transpired since Dying Light 1, the corporate entity that found the cure also kept playing with variations of the virus until they accidentally created and released a stronger, faster spreading strain onto the public. Oops. Zombies aside, the world itself is beautiful and fun to explore. It's safer outside during the day as the zombies show weakness to light, but at night, while it's more dangerous, the rewards are definitely better. In the end, you become a parkour ninja, capable of climbing and scaling nearly anything you can see. If you've been craving a zombie game with some great RPG progression and a beautiful world to explore, check out Dying Light 2, but remember to stay human. Speaking of games you can play right now, today's video is sponsored by Dragon Raja, the world's most popular open-world mobile game with over 40 million registered players, and what's more, it's available on PC. Developed with Unreal Engine 4, the game is fully adapted and optimized for mobile use, giving you some of the best graphics and smoothest gameplay of any mobile game. With the upcoming summer season update, Dragon Raja is bringing a ton of new gameplay, story, mounts, challenges, rewards, and more. Over the years, Dragon Raja has grown into a full MMO, bringing some of the best gameplay features available, the most in-depth character creation of any mobile game with hundreds of customization options, 10 unique classes to choose from with their own set of abilities, a vast open world filled with players, quests, challenges, events, and most importantly, a large amount of monsters and enemies to fight. The social system lets you make friends, party up, and even create intimate relationships with players around the world. The game also features an innovative career system, mounts, pets, and even your own housing. Once again, thanks to Dragon Raja for sponsoring the video, and don't forget to download the game using my link in the description below. And be sure to use code DR730 to redeem Secret Command50 for a limited time. Now back to the video. Next up, Sifu, released February 8th, 2022. In Sifu, you play a young boy whose father is murdered in front of you.
In the end, you're still that same child I knew. Helpless. Like the night I killed your father. You want revenge? Show me.
When the murderer kills you, you somehow heal and wake up 1 year older. You discover that this is thanks to an ancient talisman that you hold, and it's pivotal to the plot of the entire game. Sifu is an action combat game that has one very unique twist. Every time you die, you get a year older, causing your character to both have less health and do more damage each time you've died. As you age, you'll also lose the ability to learn certain new skills, and if you get too old, well, it's game over. Due to the way the game works, if you die too many times while beating a level, you'll want to restart and beat that level again with a lot fewer years of your character's life expended. Otherwise, you'll get halfway through the game and realize you have no years left to live. For this reason, perfecting stages and getting through them cleanly can feel significant and rewarding, but at the risk of possibly feeling repetitive for some players. Sifu is a great, challenging game, and if you want a unique take on the genre, definitely check this one out. Next up, Cyberpunk 2077 Patch 1.5, released on February 15th of 2022. While Cyberpunk didn't technically release this year, it did have its patch 1.5 drop in February that massively improved some of the game's problem areas. In other words, Cyberpunk didn't release in 22, but it probably should have. Many have described this patch as one that finally feels the way the game should have felt from the beginning. Cyberpunk received performance updates along with the ability to rent different apartments that can give you unique buffs. It got combat updates, gameplay balancing, and a ton of quality of life updates. All in all, Cyberpunk looks like it's finally turned itself into a polished experience, which is fantastic because while it did have some serious problems at launch, it was also one of the coolest worlds I've ever explored with an incredible story. If the game looks cool but you were understandably scared away by the launch, now would be a great time to jump in as long as you're on PC or current gen consoles. Cyberpunk is one of the most ambitious titles I've ever played, and if it had been released in this state from the beginning, it'd likely be hailed as one of the greatest games ever. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Next up, Horizon Forbidden West, released on February 18th of 2022. Horizon Forbidden West is an action role-playing game developed by Guerrilla Games and is a sequel to the wildly successful Horizon Zero Dawn. And it is a sequel, as in jumping into this game without first playing its predecessor will leave you trying to fill in some gaps in the story. This game takes place about half a year after the first and sets the protagonist off to explore the region between Utah and the Pacific to discover the cause of a deadly plague. This is one of the most gorgeous games released this year, or heck, ever. I mean, look at the characters on the screen right now. Simply amazing.
Wait, what happened? Where's Erend?
Ambush. Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down.
This sequel also has much more fleshed out RPG progression systems than the original, allowing you to customize your character more than ever before. A fantastic story, an amazing cast of characters, a beautiful environment, and an incredibly satisfying combat. Definitely give this one a chance if you have a PlayStation 4 or 5, and if you don't, hopefully it comes out on PC sooner than later. Next up, Elden Ring, released on February 25th of 2022. Now, one of the reasons a lot of us missed some of the games on this list this year is because of this game right here. Elden Ring is an action role-playing game developed by From Software, and it feels like it is the culmination of everything learned from all the Souls-like games made before it. Usually, I'd give you a rundown of the story right now, but as any FromSoft fan knows, one does not simply understand the story in a FromSoft game. It's a bit like trying to understand a dream that you just woke up from, but essentially you're on a quest to become the Elden Lord. Elden Ring is massive. Not massive as in what most games consider massive, no. Much more massive than that. Elden Ring is one of the largest games I've ever played, with secret dungeons, secret caves, secret bosses, and even entire secret zones that require you to solve puzzles and side quests before you have a chance to discover them. The optional areas in this game by themselves are larger than most other games. Elden Ring features the familiar fighting mechanics you're used to, with a host of new ones added on top, like mounted combat. Out of all the games releasing this year, Elden Ring might be the strongest contender for Game of the Year yet. You buy one game and FromSoft gives you more content than other studios give you in 3 games. Absolutely check this title out if it looks interesting to you. Explore and conquer, and yeah, you're gonna die a lot, but so did everyone else, so don't feel bad. Next up, V Rising, which entered early access on May 17th of 2022. V Rising is a settlement building survival game set in an open world. It has a Diablo-esque isometric view that you can rotate. It features action, combat, and survival aspects. It feels a bit like Diablo and Valheim had a baby, and that baby was bit by a vampire. Empire. It hasn't even had a full release yet, but its early access garnered over 1 million sales in the first week. This game has been incredibly well received and is a great take on the survival genre. You can unlock and equip various abilities, you can absorb new powers by sucking the blood from more different enemies, but whatever you do, don't stand in the sunlight. Definitely check this one out if you enjoy base building survival games with in-depth RPG mechanics. Next up, the Quarry, released on June 10th of 2022. This is another unique one for the list, described as an interactive drama horror video game. It really does feel like you're playing through a horror movie. The game is all about moment-to-moment choices that can radically impact how the story ends, who survives and who doesn't, and much, much more. The pacing is fantastic and you'll likely be on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It's not the longest game in the world, but it's definitely built to be played through multiple times to experience some of the different endings. It's also worth noting that the game looks gorgeous. If you want a game experience that feels a lot like an old horror thriller movie, grab a drink and some popcorn and settle into the Quarry. Next up, Stray, released on July 19th of 2022. Stray is another incredibly game. This could be the perfect change of pace. Everyone that tries it is loving it, so why not try it yourself? Next up, an honorable mention, Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was released on PC December 16th of 2021. Technically, this was released right before 2022 began, but if it was released mere days later, it would have made the list. Final Fantasy VII Remake is a new take on the Final Fantasy VII originally released in 1997. The entry is focused on the first 1/3 of the game or so, with 2 more remakes planned to finish out the last 2/3 of the game. The remake has been received very well by fans and critics and has proven to be a great reimagining of the original title. It's a completely new take on the same story with new systems and new, more modern combat. It was released on PlayStation back in 2020 and more recently on PC. If you were a fan of the original or if you never had the chance to play it, you should absolutely experience what is considered to be one of the best Final Fantasy stories of all time. Final Fantasy VII is not a game to be missed. With Part 2 slated for release next year, now is the perfect time to check out Part 1. What do you think of the games on the list? What has been your favorite game released this year so far? Likewise, be sure to check out the comments below and see what others have said if you're looking for some favorites to explore. It's been an amazing year for gaming so far, and the second half doesn't show any signs of slowing down. I'll have another video out soon detailing the most anticipated games for this year, so be sure to like and subscribe for more gaming content. And a massive thank you to my YouTube members who support the channel so I can give good, honest reviews about the games and genres that I love. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out one of the videos appearing on screen right now if you're interested in more gaming content.